Where in the Bible does Jesus say that he's God?
Oh, good.
Why doesn't he say it?
Now, very easy. That's too easy. First of all, the New Testament doesn't teach there's only one person who's God. That's why we're Trinitarian, because the Bible forced us to that position. For Jesus to come up to a first century audience, Jews, and he said, I am God, without qualification, that would have miscommunicated, because they would have assumed that he's claiming to be the Father in heaven. But he's not the Father in heaven. So what is the best way for Jesus to communicate to his audience that they'll get the point? I'm not the Father, but I'm God in the flesh. To say I am God without qualification, that would miscommunicate. It's just like today when Muslims tell me, well, if he is God, was he praying to himself? See, that means they don't get how I'm using the term God. The term God can be used as identity, which we use it for the Father, or it can refer to a person's nature. So what did Jesus do? He spoke in a way that they got it. I'm not the Father, but I'm God in the flesh. And that's why if you read the Gospels, they even condemn him saying, you, a man, make yourself out to be God. Why? Because they knew, wait, you didn't claim to be the Father, but you just said you're the Son of God in such a way that makes you equal to the Father. Therefore, you're claiming to be God, but we can't accept it because you're a man. So there would be no better way for Jesus to have said he's God than the way he said it, so his audience wouldn't misunderstand him. And I can give you verse after verse after verse. And I'll give you some examples. But now, if Didat was standing in front of me, I'm going to say, so Jesus has to say, I am God in those words for you to accept it. Well, I will now take Shahada. And Omar can chime in. You show me in your Quran. Now notice, I'm going to use your argument. I will take Shahada. If you show me in the Quran where the Quran has Isa saying, I am the Messiah.
He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that I am the Messiah.
Why does Jesus have to say I am God if God the Father says he's God and the creator, and that should be sufficient for me?
God the Father says that Jesus is God?
Hebrews 1, 8-12, yes. Yeah. But Hebrews 1, 8-12, here you go.
But of the Son he says, your throne, O God, is forever and ever.
Now, Lewis, did you catch it? But of the Son he says. Do we need to show you who's the one speaking?
Well, this would be God Almighty speaking,
right?
Oh,
wait. So just like you believe the Quran is Allah's speech, Allah tells you Jesus Messiah is good enough for you. Well, God the Father tells me Jesus' Son, all angels must worship him, and calls him God and creator.